What's going on, YouTube? Back in the garage again. In this video, we're going to do some more work to the Suzuki Bandit 1200. We'll just see how far I actually get today. Hopefully I can make some good leeway. Spring is right around the corner and I really need to get this thing done and up for sale. But yeah, a lot of things need to happen before I can post it up. So yeah, let's just jump right into it and get some stuff done today. Alright, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the clutch out. I already took the cover off, and I'm going to install the new clutch discs, which I have sitting in this bowl of oil for the past week, which is more than enough and soaking. So I'll come back once I get it all back together, or disassembled and all back together. Like I keep on saying, I don't want to do how-to videos anymore, so I'm going to bang this out and I'll pick up on my next thing I'm going to work on. Things just got shitty real quick. I wish I would have saw this the first time I had to clutch out and apart. I would have ordered it. But yeah, it got real bad. Alright, so I got the whole clutch out, and yeah, this is what happened that I found bad. This is going to cost some money. The clutch gear is missing a fucking tooth. So, yeah, I didn't see anything in the bottom of the oil pan when I dropped it to any, teeth, nothing. So someone had to have been in there and know they broke it and just somehow got it out and ran it like that. That has to be that ticking noise. I thought at first it was because the clutch spring retainer was missing the screws, which I got 3 brand new ones for it. But now that I see this, that has to be the reason why it ticks in that area. And what's really weird is inside the motor, I don't see any wear that would indicate that being fucked up or it's slapped around. It's very weird. So, yeah, I gotta order another one of these. They're really expensive. I can't believe this. And this is like a pressed piece. So, if I order just this gear, this small gear here and this gear right here are all one piece. If I order just that and I happen to get this off, I still have to press on the new one and have it at the correct depth. A new one of those is still expensive. So I think I might have to bite the bullet and buy a whole basket off used somewhere. They're not cheap. Son of a... But yeah, I gotta keep moving here. I guess I'll lightly put it back together and hunt down that part. I'm going to put this lightly back together. It looks like I'm not going to be installing the clutch today. I'm going to have to order this piece because of that broken gear. And yeah, keep moving forward here. So, man, this sucks. Alright, so after that whole clutch issue, no way around it. I have to replace the clutch basket. And unfortunately, so far, I can only find someone that's selling the whole clutch setup. I asked him if he would sell me just a clutch basket. We'll see what happens, but it's not going to be cheap. But I do have to replace it. I'm not going to be like one of the previous owners and just put it in like that. And it's not good. Especially if I'm selling this, I'm trying to give people a decent, bike, something that's going to be reliable and decent looking. But anyway, skip that, and I started putting other stuff back together. I started with the wiring harness. I rerouted the harness, which I still have to do a little bit more work to. I want to get like this stuff all tucked up better. Looks like I can actually pull the harness farther to the front, and yeah, to just make it look a little bit nicer. And if I see a way that I can route the wires that's going to be safe and cleaner than stock, I'm going to do it. So might as well. I have this bike all apart now, so put on the rear brackets for the passenger back pegs on both sides. I wish they would have cleaned up a little bit better, but it is what it is. I might paint just the face right here. Might hit that, paint that with some epoxy black. We'll see. I like using epoxy paint. You can get it in a spray can. Usually it's epoxy paint for like struts or something like that. Always going to be black. It's really durable. So I would do this, just the face, and just the face of this I was thinking too. Just to clean it up a little bit more. I was going to put on the, I guess it's the vacuum pump evap thing, whatever it's exactly called, but unfortunately it's, well, I went to clean it because it's super dirty. Then I realized somebody was messing with it, and I'm not cool with that. Not only that, it looks like it's starting to separate up here where the seam is with the copper looking color to the actual housing. Looks like it's starting to separate. So I found another one of these online. These are actually relatively cheap, so I just go ahead and just replace this. I don't feel comfortable putting that back on when it's messed up. I can use it for vacuum lines, clips and stuff like that, but other than that, it's junk. At this point, I am about to bolt on the header back on. First I put a new oil filter on. It's just so much easier. Might as well put the oil filter on now. There's nothing in my way. I put all new exhaust gaskets in here all the way across. This one didn't even have one, so I don't know, but now they all have them all the way across. I'm gonna bolt that on and then put the rest of the exhaust on, and I'll pick up when I get that done. Got the header bolted on, and also got the muffler bolted on. Everything's come together pretty good. Starting to really look nice. What I don't like about the exhaust, I got those little nubs from those old hooks that it came with. It is what it is. There's not much I can really do about that. But yeah, there was no problems with putting the header and the muffler back on. Everything lined up great. I'm just gonna have to recheck the bolts after I get the forks on and the bike is standing on two wheels again. Just a little bit of pain in the butt with this. The calipers all bagged up and strung up right here. Just a little bit of pain in the butt. But I got them nice and tight. It should be fine. I really don't think I'm gonna have to tighten them much more. I think, what should I think I'm going to, well, before I do anything else, I got tools scattered all over around this bike. So I'm gonna quick clean up, regroup, then move on to my next step, which I'm thinking I might dive into rebuilding the forks. If I can get that all done today, that'd be great. I don't see why not. It's still pretty early. But before I put the forks on, I'm obviously gonna have to clean this all up. And yeah. So when I pick up, I'll figure out. Actually, you know what? I might not do that. I have other stuff I'm gonna do. But first, I'm going to clean up around the bike, straighten up my workbench and everything, and regroup. Then I'll figure out my next move. All right. So
I got it cleaned up for the most part. I mean, until, you know, I'm sure I'm going to clean up again, but I got all my tools picked up and somewhat organized of what I want to accomplish next. I think what I'm going to do next is actually I'm going to take the shifter, and as you can see, the shifter here has just a bolt through it, and if my memory is correct, it's actually bent. If you look at it, it's bent. So I got a brand new one right here. I'm going to put that on and clean this whole assembly up and bolt it to the bike. I'll pick up after I get past that point. Alright, you guys, I got the new shifter on. I cleaned up the foot peg area, put the new shifter on, greased it, and I also cleaned up the rod, greased this part right here, and cleaned this, whatever. This is on. I also was able to get these rubber cushions on. I was right. All I needed to do was grease the bottom of them, and I actually just smack it with a steel hammer carefully, just smack the top, and they pop right into the hole. I actually have one more to do. Gotta do this one right here. Already did this one. But yeah, as you can see, got a little bit of grease on it. Put it in there. Grab my trusty hammer. Switch hands here. Trusty hammer. And it's gonna be hard to do while holding a camera. Well, let me just put you on a tripod and I'll show you how I'll get it in. Alright, like I said, got a little bit of grease on the end, and all I'll do is just put it on in the holes, give it a smack with the hammer. Watch now, this one is not going to go in. There's one side and two. It's in. So wipe it off and she's good to go. Alright YouTube, that's going to wrap it up for this progress video on the Suzuki Bandit 1200. I think it turned out, it's turning out really nice in my opinion. Unfortunately, I have to find a new clutch basket with a good gear on the back for the oil pump. This one is missing a tooth and I don't want to assemble it knowing that it's missing a tooth. It could even have a fractured tooth, I just don't even know it. That could shear off also, and I don't want to chance it selling this bike to somebody and having the oil pump or another tooth coming off or something bad. So I gotta hunt that down. I gotta rebuild forks. I gotta repaint the wheels. I got a lot of stuff yet to do. But anyway, if you found this video interesting or this build interesting, please like and subscribe. Until next time, take it easy.